Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Broku, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball video, and welcome to my brand new Versus series where I get you guys heavily involved. Once a week, I will post a poll on my community tab on YouTube, and I will pit two people against each other, and you guys vote and then comment down your reasons why you voted for which person down below in the comments, and then I will read through you guys' responses to gather what and why you think this would be such, and then I will also give my opinions on who would win in the end. So again, this will be once a week, so if you want to be involved and potentially get your comment in my video, make sure to vote in the poll every week, and then comment down below your reason why to get featured in. Basically, it's only reasons that will be good and actually give good reasons and logical reasons why you picked that. If you say, oh, because I like that better, or it looks cool, or put any jokes in there, I'm probably not going to put you in here. But our first battle is Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the Shadow Dragon Saga versus Super Saiyan God Goku from the Battle of the Gods. Now, 7.2 thousand of you guys voted, which means over 10% of my subscriber base voted, and it was 70% Super Saiyan 4 Goku and 30% God Goku. I thought it would be a bit closer than that, which, I mean, oh well, I can see why people vote for Super Saiyan 4, but I also can see why people vote for Super Saiyan God. Now, before I get into this, there's a lot of trolls in my comments, guys, who say that I'm a GT fanboy. And now that I'm making another video involving Super Saiyan 4, they're going to say, oh, another GT video, what a GT fanboy. I'm just going to say this right now, fuck you to all you guys who call me a GT fanboy. I am a Dragon Ball fanboy. I love all of the Dragon Ball series. And ironically, Dragon Ball GT is my least favorite series of the four main shows. GT is 4th out of 4th place. So, no, I'm not a GT fanboy. Really, the only thing you can call me is a Super Saiyan 4 fanboy, but, I mean, that is just my favorite form. GT is still the worst show out of all of them, even though I do like it a lot still. You calling me a fanboy just makes you look stupid. Because usually the people who call me a GT fanboy are super fanboys, and super fanboys they're getting ridiculous. I might have to make a part 2 to my fanboy series and the super fanboys be like. But anyways, guys, there's gonna be not a lot of bias in here. I love Super. I like Super Saiyan God, and I love Super Saiyan 4. So it's two things that I like, and I'm pitting them against each other. So I don't have an agenda to make Super Saiyan 4 Goku stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku, or God Goku stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's just my opinion. But first, I'm going to read through your guys' comments. So first, we're going to go through the guys who picked Super Saiyan God Goku, and then we will go to Super Saiyan 4. I'll read a few comments of each, and then get into my own thoughts. So first is Kevin, who said most of the people that are saying it's blue Goku level due to them probably watching Heroes. And yes, I was actually going to mention that before, but I forgot. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Zeno, is not GT Goku. So using that as your argument is not going to work for this video. You can't use that, guys. Sorry. I know it's confusing, but Zeno Goku is very different from GT Goku, so it's not something valid to use here. We got one from King Dre. Goku and Beerus almost destroyed the universe by fighting. Need I say more? That's a good point. That is a very impressive feat. We got one from X020 Overdose. What the fuck? This is definitely Super Saiyan God. That fool was universal in power, yet Super Saiyan 4 Goku was galaxy level at the highest of high balls. Okay, so half of your comment is sort of correct. Yeah, Goku had some sort of universal power as Super Saiyan God. But if you're going to say that Super Saiyan 4 Goku is galaxy level at the highest of high balls, then honestly, you just don't really know anything about GT or really Dragon Ball. If you say GT Super Saiyan 4 Goku is galaxy level at the highest of high balls, it makes no logical sense, because GT is a continuation of Dragon Ball Z, and Buhan and Super Vegito were multi-galaxy level fighters, and base Goku would shit on either of them in GT. So how is Super Saiyan 4 Goku at the highest of high balls galaxy level, but people from the Buu Saga are several times stronger than him? Makes no sense. So no, GT Goku is not galaxy level, and I will explain further in the video. We got one from Albert Puentes. Super Saiyan God Goku shook the whole universe with 2 punches, threatening to destroy Universe 7. Omega Shenron threatened to destroy the universe, but in a long time, not in 2 punches. Also, Goku barely got God, and he was barely getting used to that form, but Super Saiyan 4 Goku was already used to that form. Universe Buster, Super Saiyan God Goku, Galaxy Buster, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Watch Set the Programmer, Super Saiyan 4 versus Super Saiyan God. Okay, well, first off, I will explain away Omega Shenron's feat, because it is different from what a lot of people think. Also, again, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is not a Galaxy Buster. Even base Goku is a multi-Galaxy Buster in GT. At least. So, no, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is not a Galaxy Buster. And he says, watch Set the Programmer. Now, I really do like Set the Programmer. He makes really good content, but I'm just going to say it. He made this GT power scale. It's not accurate. And in that video, he basically stated that Super Saiyan 4 is a 12.5 times multiplier. It's a massive low ball, and I'll get into that later. Actually, it's more of a downplay than a low ball. But also, it's flawed, the Super Saiyan 4 versus Super Saiyan God video. Now, Seth is right about almost anything on Super or other anime. He's right a lot of the time. But GT, at least the definitive power scale that he made, I heavily disagree with it. There's a lot of inaccuracies in it. We got one from Toasted Burned. He said he shaked the whole universe with a punch. Yeah. We got one from L, and he says, okay, for all the non-debaters out there, Omega stomped this Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and was said to destroy the universe over time, meaning he was not universal. And also the Universal Spirit Bomb killed him, which as its name says, is from a universe, which killed Omega Shenron. But Super Saiyan 4 Goku, well, he got thrown around like nothing, even with the power boost. And then he goes into and explain what Beerus and Goku were doing to threaten the universe. I think I've kind of given a decent explanation on why God Goku would win, or at least I've read your comments, and that is that he has a universal feat. So I'm going to kind of get into the Super Saiyan 4. And honestly, guys, you disappointed me, anybody who voted for Super Saiyan 4 and commented. Not everybody, but I've read through maybe 50 to 75 comments, and 90 to 95% of them at least were just not good arguments. They're saying, oh, well, Super Saiyan 4 Goku fought Super Saiyan Blue Goku in Heroes, so they're even. Blue is stronger than God, so Super Saiyan 4 would beat God. Some people said that, some people said they just voted because they liked the form, and kind of etc. like that. Not a lot of great arguments, but I'll read some of the ones that are decent. One of the main arguments that people do use, like this one from Lawful Teacher Games, basically explains that Goku would have more control of Super Saiyan 4, and would be used to it, maybe sort of mastered it, compared to Super Saiyan God, who is still getting used to the Super Saiyan God form. Decent point, but doesn't really prove why he would win. Yeah, guys, so I went through a shit ton of comments on Super Saiyan 4, and first off, a lot more people actually commented who voted for God. So most of the comments are people who voted for Super Saiyan God. So in the first place, there's not a lot of Super Saiyan 4 comments, so people more so just voted instead of commenting as well. And then a lot of the Super Saiyan 4 comments, while they kind of describe Super Saiyan 4, most of them don't compare it to God. And they say, oh, Super Saiyan 4 can do this, this, and this, therefore I can beat Super Saiyan God, without a comparison. So unfortunately, guys, not a great argument, but I'll provide you with the tools to make a good argument for Super Saiyan 4 Goku to be at least close or beyond that of Super Saiyan God. So now is where I get into my thoughts on this versus battle. And so I'm going to start with explaining God Goku's power, which is a lot easier to determine than Super Saiyan 4 Goku from GT. So we see Goku and Beerus clashing and causing the macrocosm of the Dragon Ball Super Universe 7 to shake while they were having their punch clash. It was deemed they were threatening the macrocosm and could have destroyed it if they continued. If a third punch clash or whatever was going to destroy the macrocosm, and the macrocosm was 3 universes in size, that makes each punch clash roughly universal. And with Goku being half of that clash, that makes him half universal. Now that is scaling based off of a feat, at least. Now if you scale just a scale over previous characters, then God Goku would be at least several times stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Vegito from the Buu Saga. But if we use that lowball, it wouldn't be a fun debate, because GT Goku would crush that lowballed, scaled off of Vegito, Super Saiyan God Goku. Now when it comes to GT though, it's really frustrating and very nuanced. It's hard to scale, and everybody, almost everybody, downplays Goku. Either people will massively downplay him intentionally, or they'll accidentally do it. And it's kind of frustrating because he's actually a very strong character. People will just say though that, oh, base Goku is as strong as Kid Buu because of Rildo, and then they'll say, well, Super Saiyan 4 is a 4,000 times multiplier, so Super Saiyan 4 Goku is 4,000 times stronger than Kid Buu. They'll either use that to downplay him to make him sound weak, or they're like, oh, he's that strong, now he's stronger than God Goku, which is no. There's just too much downplay going on here, guys. I'm also going to have a video just doing an in-depth video on GT Goku, his powers and abilities. That's probably going to be coming out in about 2 weeks or maybe 3 weeks. I don't know, but I'm going to have to rewatch a vast portion of GT to do it, so it probably more likely is going to be 3 weeks. So how is this a massive downplay of GT Goku? Well, because base Goku at the end of Z, or 5 years before GT, was already as strong as a Super Saiyan 3 self from the Buu song, which means that this is already going to a massive downplay. We know this because people thought that base Goku could win the tournament even though Fat Buu was in it, and he also fought against Oob, who is the reincarnation of Kid Buu. Now Goku after this would go train with Oob for 5 years at least, and I say at least because they did spend some time in the Room of Spirit and Time, so it could have been longer than even 5 years. So even at this point, base Goku would be far stronger than his old Super Saiyan 3 self. It shouldn't even be close. 5 years training with someone who is equal to Kid Buu. At least 5 years. So Goku is far beyond what people downplay him to. So even at this point, base Goku would be far stronger than what a lot of people think. Now Goku actually gets massive power-ups throughout the series, and I'm going to explain this. So in the beginning, in the first saga, Goku runs into Lord Lude, who was the strongest person he had ever faced, and Goku struggled to become a Super Saiyan against him, and as a Super Saiyan, wasn't even close to the power of Final Form Lude. Now, just think that. He trained for 5 years, got many times stronger than his old base, which was already stronger than Super Saiyan 3. He goes Super Saiyan on top of that, and still is nothing to Lord Lude. Now, just a few months later, he would end up running into the Sigma Force on planet M2. When Goku found them, he referred to them as the strongest guys he's faced in a while, which makes sense with the timeline, because M2 was a few months after when he fought Lord Lude, and so he's referring to the Sigma Force being equal to that of Lord Lude. So each Sigma was roughly the power of Lord Lude, and the 4 of them fused together. So 4 beings that were all as strong as Lord Lude fused together, and Goku still shreked them in his base form, when prior his Super Saiyan form couldn't do anything to Lude. So this means that at bare minimum, Goku got 50 times stronger, although it could likely be hundreds and maybe even thousands of times stronger. Then General Rildo came along, who was vastly stronger than the Sigma Force, and still Goku in his base form made General Rildo look like a joke. And then now a few more months pass between this, and Goku would arrive on Earth, and this leads to Baby. Baby absorbs Rildo's body, and then goes into Goten and Gohan's body, even powering them up even further, and base Goku wasn't able to effortlessly defeat the both of them as they were Super Saiyans. And this was base Goku, which means Goku in his base was able to take on 2 beings that were at least 50 times stronger than General Rildo. Goku in GT is a beast, and I thought I would reiterate, GT Goku didn't lose any power when he turned back into a kid, he only lost stamina, which is why Super Saiyan 3 was even harder for him to maintain. Now Goku actually gets even stronger over the course of the series as well, through training and Zenkais. Now if you want a full in-depth video on how strong Rildo is, I will link that down below. He is potentially millions of times stronger than even Buuhan. So I actually did a in-depth video, sort of, how strong Super Saiyan 4 Goku was through scaling, and discovered that he was even stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku, just through scaling. He was like sextillions times stronger than Kid Buu. And I actually had flaws in that video that made GT Goku weaker than what he should have been. For example, I just scaled Gohan to being equal to Kid Buu in that video, because I lowballed Rildo to Kid Buu. When in fact, Rildo was far more powerful than even Buuhan, and Rildo combined with Goten, and then went Super Saiyan on top of that, and then Gohan went Super Saiyan on top of that. We were talking at least hundreds of thousands times stronger here. Now I did make an error, and that was inflating the scaling when I used the Mastered Super Saiyan Multiplier as a 500 times instead of a 50 times. So still, the amount of downplay I did on Rildo would make Super Saiyan 4 Goku stronger, even if you subtract the inflation of this Mastered Super Saiyan Multiplier, which I don't believe the Mastered Super Saiyan Multiplier is 500 times anymore. And I'm going to make a video on that in the future, probably with another YouTuber, and we'll be collaborating on that. So if you just use scaling, Super Saiyan 4 Goku actually shits on Super Saiyan God Goku for this battle. Now, of course, I know some of you are going to be screaming that feats are greater than scaling. And yes, feats are greater than scaling when it comes to a versus battle debate. And that is true for the most part, I am agreeing with that. But unfortunately for GT Goku, he doesn't have a lot of feats. There just wasn't a lot of feats displayed in GT. But that does not mean there is ways around that. So GT Goku actually has somewhat sort of a universal level feat within Dragon Ball GT that a lot of people seemingly forget about. So during the Super 17 saga, Goku was sent to Hell, and during this he would run into Frieza and Cell once again. Now Goku would raise his power, which then shook all of the Afterlife and Hell. This means Goku shook between the size of 1 to 2 universes, as both these realms are potentially relative to universal sizes. Remember, this is Goku in his base form, not even powering up to full power. This is a suppressed Goku in his base form. And again, this was just him raising his power, not an attack, let alone a Kamehameha. I would imagine that if Goku raising his power can shake the universe, that if he had raised his ki to full base power and then launched a Kamehameha, it could potentially have destroyed the universe or taken a huge chunk out of the universe. Buu Saga characters like Buuhan and Super Vegito were already at multi-galaxy level, and Buuhan is able to destroy the universe by collapsing dimensions. Although that is not a universal busting feat in itself, I think it should still have to be the least bit relative to destroy the universe. Even if that is 0.1% universal, 0.01% universal, still, it would be high multi-galaxy levels. Now remember, this was Super 17 Saga Goku who shook this afterlife, not the Shadow Dragon Saga. Now Goku's power boost between the sagas is unquantifiable, but it could be a large boost as Goku was getting vastly stronger in very short periods of time, likely because of his newfound youth, which could have given him brand new potential all over again. Now this is where we get into the actual Super Saiyan 4 multiplier. So at a minimum, it is a 40,000 times the base form, which would make it 100 times Super Saiyan 3. Now this is easily shown by Super Saiyan 3 Goku getting absolutely destroyed by a first form baby, and then Golden Ozaru Goku being stronger than an 8 times stronger baby, while also Super Saiyan 4 Goku being roughly equal to an Ozaru baby Vegeta, which calls for at least a 100 times multiplier. Now I have found 2 ways for this actually to be higher, and one is a guide comparing the Super Vegeta multiplier to that of the Super Saiyan 4 multiplier, meaning that when Goku goes from base to Super Saiyan 4, that means the multiplier would be similar to if he had actually gone from base to Super Vegito, which makes for an insane boost of power, but albeit sort of unquantifiable. There is ways to get to it, but also it's just an iffy way to do that, because if Vegito is base times base, it would be a different level of power since Goku's base would be stronger in GT. Now another way that I scaled this was to take the Ki Blast and compare them. So I was able to determine the Super Saiyan 4 multiplier being 250,000 times stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So it would be a 250,000 times multiplier on top of Super Saiyan 3, meaning as a whole, Super Saiyan 4 would be a 100 million times multiplier. Crazy, I know, but that was through scaling, as Super Saiyan 4 Goku with a times 10 Kamehameha couldn't defeat Ozaru Baby Vegeta, even though Super Saiyan 4 Goku, with just a few percent of his power, tanked Baby Vegeta's strongest attack. Now, if you want a more in-depth explanation, check out my Super Saiyan 4 video link below. You can see why I got the multiplier being this high. Now, I'm not saying this is the most accurate one, but it is a possibility. So there's different possibilities of what the multiplier is for Super Saiyan 4. So not only does Super Saiyan 4 Goku have amazing power multipliers, but there are also extensions to the Super Saiyan 4 form. Potentially 2, but we will just go over one that is 100% confirmed to be an additional power-up, while the other is not confirmed to be an additional power-up. And that is Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which is at least a 25 times multiplier on top of Super Saiyan 4. Why is that? Because Super Saiyan 4 Goku did a times 10 Kamehameha, which should be 25 times stronger than him, and Sen Shenron tanked it. But Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku was pretty much shitting on Sen Shenron, which would make the multiplier for Ultra Full Power at least a 25 times multiplier. That means that at a high ball, Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 would be a 2.5 billion times multiplier on top of the base form. So not only does GT Goku have this vast power of Super Saiyan 4 and its extensions, But GT Goku has two amazingly powerful techniques, far more powerful than anything that Goku from Super has. That is the Dragon Fist and the ×10 Kamehameha. Despite being vastly overpowered by Omega Shenron, the Dragon Fist was able to kill him, but Omega could regenerate so it couldn't defeat him anyways. And also, the ×10 Kamehameha is exactly what it says, a Kamehameha that is 10 times more powerful. Goku's Kamehameha against Raditz was roughly 2.5 times stronger than his actual power level, so we can say that the ×10 Kamehameha is 25 times stronger than Goku's actual power. Now if we give a suppressed Goku who shook a universal sized realm by powering up, multiply that by at least 1 million, as if 40,000 times 25 is 1 million, and at most a 2.5 billion times multiplier, it would make total sense for him to be universal, and maybe beyond, let alone what a ×10 Kamehameha would do to the universe. Now I know people are automatically going to jump in and try and discredit all of this argument because Omega Shenron's attack was going to affect the macrocosm over time and not destroy it immediately, which if he was universal, it should. And sure, that does look like a damning argument against all of the scaling and feats that I brought up for GT Goku. But still, if you look at it and actually watch the show, it was still going to destroy the universe and even spread into the actual macrocosm really fast, as Elder Kai wanted to leave the Kaioshin realm immediately. So it was going to be there really quickly. Like, it wasn't going to be something slow. But I still look at this feat as somewhat being weakened by the plot. Obviously the over time thing was just build up and suspense, as Goku was thought to be dead, but then he would come back and show that he's still alive. And this doesn't mean this is Omega's actual destructive output. Just like how Kid Buu at bare minimum is a multi-solar system buster, but also could be a galaxy buster, yet only destroyed Earth with his attack. Also, looking at the kind of attack this was, Omega wanted to pollute and erode the universe quickly over time. It was with minus energy, meaning this is how Omega intended it to be. This wasn't a feat of destructive force. Now also, if you even just take this feat out of it, there's some evidence from a guide that could mean Omega is universal level. I do want to say this guide is very iffy because it is vague. So this guide says that Shenron is galaxy level. Now wait a second. Before you say, oh, well there's that, Omega is galaxy level, you're wrong. But wait. So yeah, at worst this means Omega Shenron is galaxy level. But whenever a galaxy is discussed in Dragon Ball, at least for the most part, it usually means a quadrant, which is 25% of a universe. So, meaning either Omega Shenron is quadrant level or Sen Shenron is quadrant level. If Sen is actually quadrant level, or galaxy level, as in quadrant level, Omega would be at least a 2.5 times universal character, because Omega was at least 10 times stronger. So I had two people translate this for me. My Brazilian friend, Bluestone, he translated that, and he said this is saying that Omega Shenron is galaxy level, which would mean Omega Shenron is quadrant level, or 25% universal. But my other friend who is Mexican and speaks Spanish, he is saying that this is saying that Sen Shenron is quadrant level, but again, this guide is iffy. So this could mean that Omega Shenron is multi-universal level and far stronger than a actual galaxy buster. But then again, if you take this literally and say, oh, Omega Shenron is galaxy level, which is actually not a quadrant and just an actual galaxy, well, it makes no sense, as Buhan was already a multi-galaxy character, and Omega Shenron would be far, 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 far stronger than Buhan. So there's no way Omega Shenron would be just a galaxy buster. And again, if you just do scaling between characters, then Super Saiyan 4 Goku is vastly superior to that of Super Saiyan God Goku, and comparatively feat-wise, it is a much closer bout. Now, even if you say that Super Saiyan 4 Goku is weaker, he could use the Dragon Fist or the ×10 Kamehameha, and he could defeat Super Saiyan God Goku with it. You take all this into account. You scale Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku, he's far stronger than Universal. You use feat for scaling, and it kind of brings it down a bit for GT Goku, but still, Omega Shenron could be multi-universal, and if not, his feat was inconsistent anyways. Now, still, this shows that Omega's feat was inconsistent. So again, I'm going to say that the more logical argument might be to take Super Saiyan God Goku, because he has the actual half-universal feat backing him up, and Super Saiyan 4 is never shown doing this feat. But he is shown through scaling, and potentially would be if you use him shaking hell, or if a Mega Shenron is 2.5 times universal. But anyways, what do you guys think? I know it was already 70% of you guys saying Super Saiyan 4 Goku, so I don't know if I will sway more of you, but I will at least give the people who voted Super Saiyan 4 a better argument that they can use for themselves. But anyways, guys, I am not saying that this is the fact. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku. This is just my thoughts. I mean, I think that Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, can defeat Super Saiyan God Goku from the Battle of the Gods. Now, what I'm not saying is that GT Goku is stronger than Super Goku. Later on in the series, GT Goku becomes far, far stronger than GT Goku. Even Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I'd actually probably say that even just a regular Super Saiyan Goku from the revival of F would probably one-shot Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but I'm not 100% sure on that, so I'm not here to say, oh, GT is stronger than Super. I'm here saying that I think that GT Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku at the end of GT, could be, and in my opinion is, stronger than Super Saiyan God Goku from the Battle of the Gods. But this is just more so a community-driven video, so let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? And also tell me why. I am open to your thoughts. I've debated you guys many, many times, and I even debated a lot of you guys over this when I made previous Super Saiyan 4 videos. But again, guys, please do be ready for the next poll, which will probably be this Saturday. So vote, comment why, and then I will put you guys your comments in the video. Also, guys, if you want to get the discussion going even more, you guys can do a much better way of contacting each other and debating each other if you join my Discord. That'll be linked down below. Just come and join my Discord, go into the debate section, or even general if you want to talk about it. Just talk about who you think's going to win. So now, I'm just saying that I think I have provided a valid argument. Now, is its cogency great? Again, feats are greater than scaling, so cogency, it's kind of iffy on this, but still, there's really no way to tell who would win unless if we actually got to see the actual fight. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think down below. Hope you guys all have a good one. Please do leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, and turn on notifications. Peace out.